Coast to coast with like 7 seconds to go. Coast to coast.
When he was back with Columbus, it had the issue of great year, horrible year. Great year, horrible year.
He might have one of those families that are like, well, you're not going to make it as a skater, so like make it as a fighter.
I would think it was the coach said that any player could be healthy scratch at this point.
I got nachos, and instead of getting nachos like cheese and salsa, I just wanted 2 cheeses. And they said that was an upcharge now. So I'm mad.
You can't stop me now. Try and stop me how? Try to break up my old band with everything that I've done.
Had it not been for Nathan McKinnon in the dying minutes of the Canada-Finland game today, this is going to be a very different show.
Yeah, but it is not.
We're playing for gold, baby! Let's go!
What? It is myself, Alex Burke with Marek Robinson.
Woo!
Phil Tremblay.
Oh, Canada.
Casey Freeman.
They're going to be like, oh, yeah.
Casey Freeman is at home in BC, so it's just the 3 boys.
Hey, I'm just saying,
boy show.
Monday's show could still be very depressing.
Oh, 100%.
It could still be.
Yeah. So we will be back Monday, but we wanted to do a quick...
it's like hard to see. I'm trying to look at
show.
Alex. I'm just looking at your mics.
You can just like slam that arm down if you want to.
Don't slam it.
There we go.
There you go.
Wham!
Yeah, so we're going to have a show Monday, but we figured since we didn't really have a show all month, we'll come in and do a bit of Olympic stuff. So the first half hour, is going to be pretty much eaten up by hockey. We're going to do the men's first and then the women's second, and then we'll dive into some other Olympic storylines.
Some other fun Olympic stuff.
Yeah.
There's always so much good stuff around the Olympics that like is fun to talk about.
Yep.
And I don't know how much you guys have been watching compared to me, but it's been...
I have been watching a lot. Like I pretty much only picked up on the main storylines, like the curling, swearing thing.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then the
Curling's
dog.
never been bigger.
The dog.
That was so cool.
I love that.
And then we'll end the show just by quickly visiting some NHL news that we missed for the past.
Yeah, I think we just missed one. I
NHL
think there was
news.
one big thing we missed.
Yeah, like we didn't get to the Panarin trade, which we'll get to today, and then there was obviously we'll get to the Kevin Fiala injury, and then the Brandon Bussey signing will be how we'll close the show. Unless Phil, do you have a hit minute prepped at all?
No.
Cool. Then yeah, so this could be Olympic and NHL.
I don't even have my computer.
Wasn't
today,
there like?
so.
Wasn't it like? Aren't they technically on break? Because I saw like the All-Star game.
No, they're still
thing.
playing.
Yeah.
I thought they had an All-Star game thing. Like I saw Michael Bublé as like one of the coach
The prospects
captain.
game, sure, but
was
it's
the
still
prospects
playing.
game,
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Anyway, but first we're going to start as we did last week with the
Hockey cards.
Hockey Canada Olympic cards. And for those of you curious as to why I'm saying last week, we filmed the gaming episode last week. That'll go up at the same time as today's episode goes up, as well as a little bit of added content. Woo! Also, Marek and I are going to plan to do a Olympic themed Chell to Chell next week, just days after the Olympics wrap up
on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have that to look forward to as well. But first, let's look at some Team Canada hockey cards. Who wants to go first?
I think Phil's got his.
Mine's
pack.
kind of open. I'm struggling.
I already have all my 3 out.
Okay, you go while I.
I like doing like the winning. We should like going forward. We should keep a tally of who gets like the rarest card.
Yeah.
I guess would be the thing.
Plastic.
All right, so I'll ISO on me for this first one. So I have a regular Carey Price.
Ooh.
I have a Northern Stars Patrick Waugh.
What? Okay, 2 goalies. That's 1 out of 4.
And then I have a regular Steven Stamkos.
Ooh.
Stammy. All right, my turn.
I'll at least open my pack up. This is like.
Phil, do you want to turn that arm a little bit out of the way of the camera?
This one?
Yeah. There you go. You're good.
I have a Taylor Hall.
Ooh.
Who's it? I don't even know who that is.
Show the camera.
Taylor Hall.
Show it. Right now.
Hasn't even played in the Olympics, so I don't know how he's.
Well, it's also Team Canada.
It's
overall, I had it I opened a pack once and it was Wyatt. I got Wyatt Johnston.
Yeah, like Stamkos hasn't played in the Olympics either.
That's another guy that's going to be on the Olympic team in the future. His name.
Holinka World Juniors
Johnston.
and 3 World Championships for
Holinka.
Yeah, Holinka Gretzky.
Oh right. I was like, what?
So Taylor Hall. Got Nat Spooner.
Woo!
Olympian.
Sadly, not a gold
Very cool.
medalist this year.
Not this year, unfortunately.
We'll get to it.
Poopy.
And program excellence, Sidney Crosby.
Hey.
Is this a good card? Is it a good one?
Program excellence? Yeah, 1
Yeah.
out of 8.
Oh. So I'm winning.
Yay! Now I get the card because Casey's not here. My turn, I guess.
Marek, go ahead.
Ooh, Nick Suzuki. That one's pretty cool.
He had a
And-
good game the other day.
Yeah. Oh Lord. I got a gold medalist and Renee
Debien.
Desbiens. Thank you.
That's a cool card.
I pulled a gold medalist Emily Clark a couple days ago with my wife.
Oh, nice.
My wife.
My wife.
My
And then-
wife.
I got the big boy, Brett Burns.
Hey, that is the big boy.
And I got Sidney Crosby now. Woo!
I gave it to him.
Thank you.
Good
All
card.
right.
What a candid photo this is. Just look at his face.
So we'll jump into some men's hockey talk
Pass me
first.
your garbage.
So 2 games we're pretty much going to
Hey,
highlight
little plastic.
are the 2 tournament games. There's no sense in talking about the round robin game, so I figured I might as well jump in with the
Get out.
with the tournament games. So
Bless you.
Canada beating Czechia 4-3 in overtime, and then today beating Finland 3-2. Seemingly setting up another finals game with the States as that game kind of closes out. It's pretty much all
It's
but
like,
over
it's,
now.
is it 5-0 now or what?
I don't know.
I
but
do have some news about that game.
What's up?
It's just from Freeman. Tage Thompson he blocked a shot earlier and is not on the bench for the third. Elliot Freeman says precautionary reasons, but that could be something.
He did.
That could be something that could be like a big factor heading into. I think it's safe to say we know what the gold medal game is going to be.
I mean, we knew what
Yeah,
the gold medal
like,
game was going to be.
I don't think
3
Slovakia is
months
coming
ago.
back.
But like,
I did.
but just before, like, credit to Slovakia. Nobody thought they'd get this far. Nobody.
Yeah, but part of that is also Sweden not doing nearly as well as they ought to have.
Who did they lose to? Yet? Was it? Oh, they lose. Ooh. They did lose to Slovakia, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. That was because when I did on my own social media, my predictions were Sweden bronze, USA silver, and
Yeah,
Canada
But I
gold.
think it's a fair prediction. But like, I mean, that's how every NHL tournament, hockey tournament,
Oh,
that's how
that's
best
true.
hockey tournament goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Finland, but now Finland will, because we're gonna see a bronze medal match.
Be tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
Sunday as
bronze
well?
is tomorrow.
Bronze is tomorrow, so it'll be Finland versus Slovakia. I think it'd be really cool if Slovakia can pull it off.
That
I
would
don't
be-
think
that'd
they
be a neat
can,
story.
but that would be neat.
Hopefully they can.
I was talking to my dad about this, but I always feel like Finland, and this could be the fact that like a good chunk of them all play on the same NHL team. But like
Basically just the
Finland,
Dallas
as like
Stars out there.
they gel really well together. I've noticed like like they don't have that standalone superstar, but like they're as a team they all kind of just are really close, and I always kind of like that's just. I think that helps with their chemistry. It just makes their team better. It's just how close they can be together.
And so that was Finland?
Yeah.
Well-
I don't know. It's just I always see them like they have no like they don't have like the McDavid like obviously
No.
Rantanen's a huge name, but like all of them kind of gel together. Like I write for the Kings obviously. Joel Armia is tied for third on points as a bottom 6 forward, which is kind of cool.
That is crazy.
And we'll get into it when we talk about the Canada-Finland game. But I want to touch on the Canada-Czechia game for a quick second here, because we were talking in the Tim Hortons line, and we were talking about how when, like, I told Marek before the show, like on a scale of 1 to 10 of how much you need to save, Bennington won't stop anything that's rated from like 7 to 9.
Like he'll stop obviously like if it's a dribbling puck going right or a puck right to the
Yeah.
chest, he'll save that obviously.
Yeah, but if it's really unique where
If it's a 10, he's gonna get it.
yeah, if it's a 10, he's stopping it. But if like I think that was the Andre Palat goal, ironically the 3-2 goal, which
we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
But
we'll cover that in a quick second here. But on that goal, I just thought, man, you need a save there. And obviously, he wasn't a 10.
we'll go
I would have
into it, yeah.
I would have rated that like an 8. But
fair. Like
if it's 7
the-
to 9, Brenton's not saving it. If
I
it's a 10,
yeah.
he's stopping it.
I would argue that wasn't his fault in that goal. Again, we'll get into it, so I won't dive into it right away. But like, I don't think there's a like there's an argument that Binnington's one of the most clutch goalies ever.
Yeah, the
And-
Binnington situation needs to be studied.
Well, like
Because like
it starts in 2019. He gets brought up from the minors to play for St. Louis because they're dead last in January in the NHL.
they come back and win the
And
cup.
he backstops them to the Stanley Cup and then the Four Nations.
He also told Martin Brodeur to his face, "Yeah, you're not sending me down."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah,
Wait, Brodeur?
Yeah, because he was part of the Blues head office at the time.
But like
So he would have got another cup, I guess.
What do you mean?
Well, he won that cup. Would he have?
No, he wouldn't have, because he wanted to send him, I think, to the E.
He wanted to be like,
yeah,
you're not going to the A.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brodeur wanted to send him like down.
So wait.
and Binnington said, "No, you're not. You're not doing that."
So Brodeur, sorry, so he doesn't get the cup though, because I'm just going off like Luongo, for example. His name's on the cup because of his.
He wasn't GM. I think he was like special advisor to the GM or something.
Because I know Luongo's name got on the cup.
Yeah, I don't think Brodeur's ended up being on there.
I mean, Brodeur's also like,
But like
He's got his rings.
he's one of the best.
we've had our conversations like in this room amongst all of us about Binnington and how much like as a person we don't love him. Like he was
Well,
bit of a rat.
Like last year,
he's
was,
a bit of a rat.
Last
Like he
year
had
was
that
bad.
beef with Justin Bieber a bit ago that I know Casey was kind of fired up about. Like that was
I
a
don't
few
think I
years ago.
I don't remember that at all.
I do remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, there was beef. He had beef with Justin Bieber.
But then also like before the Four Nations, he was like fighting. He was just getting mad.
Yeah, he's just getting mad at everything. And now this year with the St. Louis Blues, he's not even the St. Louis Blues' starter. Like,
No.
he's playing garbage in the NHL. And now he's going to lead Canada, hopefully, to another gold medal. Like,
Knock
this
on wood.
whole,
Knock on wood right down. Knock on wood.
he's like the opposite Hellebuck if the Stanley Cup playoffs were the Olympics.
But I'll give credit to Hellebuck. He's been very good. in this
Hellebuck's
tournament.
also been playing great
It
in
does
this
also
tournament.
help when you have possibly the best team on paper at this Olympics.
The two
in
best
terms
teams
of-
on paper,
True.
Canada and the States.
I guess Winnipeg
Yeah.
was also the best team last year, so technically he had the best team on paper last year too.
Yeah, exactly. And he just blew it.
And then, do you want to talk about 3-2 goal now?
Uh,
As we're kind of like running through the
sure.
Czechia game real quick?
So I guess before the whole thing goes, they had 6 guys on the ice.
8.
Oh, sorry, yes, 8. So
8?
They had 8
I was
guys on the ice at
I
one
wanted
point.
Because I've seen a lot of the memes about it, and they're
Yeah.
great.
So they had 6 in their own defensive zone.
in when Palat scored and they all come together, the
There's-
6th guy joins
there
the
are 6
huddle.
guys in that huddle.
My question was,
But on the rush, there's 8.
I was going to ask you this. So I wanted to say it for the podcast.
Hmm.
If Czechia had won, and there was that and let's say the game just ends 3-2, what
challenge
happens?
Can you not challenge that?
No, well, I think you could, but
Wait,
like
sorry, which goal? This wasn't on the winning. Like the
no.
tie-
So like when
That'd
Czechia
would
scored
have been
3,
the game-winning goal.
That would have been the game-winning goal.
It
but
would have been the
but
game-winning goal.
it shouldn't have been a goal because it would have been too many men,
Yeah,
and
right,
Czechia had possession the whole time.
Yep.
So my question to you, Alex, is you might know this: would there be what would that have resulted in? Even if or would it just basically been like it happened, bye bye Canada?
Are there no challenges? Can you not challenge that?
So
I don't know if you could,
After
honestly.
the fact, I don't believe so.
Because I think the only plays you can challenge are offsides and goalie interference.
I feel like what would have happened is
And, like,
Hockey
Larkin.
Canada would have been, hey,
WTF?
yeah, why the face?
Yeah.
And the Olympics would have been, oh, yeah, you're right.
But then
But we're not going to replay
yeah.
it.
There's nothing you can
Yeah.
really
'Cause,
do.
Because the schedule's too tight. Game's tomorrow.
It's just, and then obviously earlier in that game we lost Captain Canada.
That is where I was going next. So
I don't like the Ducks anymore.
I didn't see the hit.
I didn't like Gudis in general.
No, but they also have Jacob Trouba, and I don't like him.
It was such a
I don't want to it wasn't the most dirty hit.
no.
I think it was because Crosby kind of tried to duck out the way, and then instead of ducking,
I
he
think
kind
he
of
just lost an edge.
It was just kind of
he
one
kind
of
of
those
folded,
Yeah, he
and then
lost. And then Radko Gudis, who you know is a famous lightweight, falls on top of Crosby and
But then
just
Cro-
folds him-
noted player respecter
Yeah.
Radko Gudas.
folds him like a lawn chair.
But
Like,
then-
it looked bad.
But then he comes back out on the ice.
He gets double hit.
Yeah, but I don't think that was that didn't really affect anything.
No.
I think that just kind of was because
Okay, that's it.
He got pinched with it was Nietzsche and Gudis.
Yep.
Took one stride. And he was like, I got it, and then went.
Did anything? Has anything? I don't know if you guys have seen. Has anything come out about the injury? Because I know he was going to get MRI scans.
So
and stuff.
it's honestly it's best case scenario. He did skate this morning.
Okay.
And he he was about 30% today.
Okay. So it's not like he tore his knee or
No,
something.
no, he
That's good.
he'll be. I think honestly, from what I've seen on Twitter, obviously not the most reliable place. But like from what I've seen is that I think he'll probably play in the Gold. Like I think he will, and then I think you'll see him a week to 2 weeks off when the NHL resumes, and then he'll be back.
It's tough. Like, so for that gold medal match, I mean, we can, when we get to our other Olympics, we can talk about the other situation where we had an older athlete going in not at 100% and then ending up making everything a lot worse. For this Team Canada thing, and I know like everyone loves Sidney Crosby. We all respect Sidney Crosby just like as much as the next guy. If he's not, like you said, he's at 30%-ish today.
But also, now you have all of the rest of today.
In 48 hours, how much can he get back? Because I don't, like, from 30 to 100, that's a big jump, especially when we don't know the extent of the injury.
Like, I don't think, for example, like, I don't think McKinnon's 100%.
No.
He threw up on the bench. But I think if Crosby, because again, hockey players, they will play. Like I'm going to use Tkachuk as an example. He like in the Vegas Panthers Stanley Cup final,
broken sternum.
He couldn't dress. I remember him saying that Brady Tkachuk had to help him get out of bed, help him put his clothes on because he couldn't turn a certain way.
That's funny because usually it's the other way around. Someone helping Brady get his clothes on at the beginning of the
or
day.
like Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton. Like Joe Thornton played a whole.
Shut up.
Joe Thornton played a whole playoff series with no MCL or ACL. His knee was floating.
Patrice Bergeron played with a punctured lung.
Yeah, exactly. I think if if you're above 60%, he's going.
Set aside how
I would agree with that.
Set aside how inhuman, how superhuman athletes are. They probably have I don't know how much they would have. I know in the NHL they'd have a bunch of like medical devices in their arsenal that they could use. I don't know how much is.
Oh, I'm sure they brought the same.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're
very
the equipment.
like with the Olympics. They're like it's basically like all of Italy. You're here.
Yeah, then
or like wherever all the
Then Team Canada has all their medical staff and stuff.
Then in that case, if he doesn't play on Sunday, I am very worried for the Penguins.
I agree.
Yeah,
because Ben Kindle will take that
saying something.
Top center role.
They'll
be fine.
They'll be fine.
But again, like from what I've seen from Friedman, is that it worse. Like if the injury is like on this side negative, he's over here.
Yeah,
he dodged the worst case scenario, and the fact that he did skate this morning. No, obviously wasn't ready to play, but the fact that 2 days or less after the injury, he's back on the ice. That is a very good sign.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would agree with that. It means the injuries wasn't that bad.
And from what I've seen from Dan Muse, because obviously Penguins fan, Dan Muse, all he knows is the exact same as Cooper, and I guarantee that because even Dubas is on one of the behind the scenes guys for Canada. Yep. I guarantee you, if something major happened, he would have told Dan Muse, 100%. And
100%.
But I think overall, thankfully, Crosby has not had many knee problems in his career. Mm-hmm. That I think even if he doesn't play, I don't think he's out in the NHL for very long. No, because they also get another 4 days before games start. Mm-hmm. So overall, I think Pittsburgh and Team Canada dodged a major bullet in the Crosby injury.
That could have been a lot worse.
Because and unfortunately, with how stupid the Olympic copyright is, it was just that one photo circling, and the photo looks really bad. Mm-hmm. But if you watch the video, that photo is one frame. Yeah. And then it goes away.
Yeah. That's how photos work.
True. But I'm saying watching the full video, it has much more
just going through the game a bit more, unless we want to touch on anything else from the Crosby.
I'm good on Crosby.
No, we're good. I think he'll play.
Yeah. Nick Suzuki with a ridiculous tip ties it at the end of the third.
Do you want to talk about his very bad play before the tip? So on the 3-on-2. So Suzuki redeemed himself after after being really bad.
Yeah.
So they're Czechia. It's 2-2. Czechia's coming down on the 3-on-2 with 6 people. Doughty is playing. Doughty sees the third guy, and he's like, he points to Suzuki, and he's like, I have these two, and he's like, cover Palat.
Take him.
And Suzuki doesn't, and then Palat just goes free. It just has a free lane and then scores.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that. I was like.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought it was it. I kept getting flashbacks to the World Juniors. Czechia ending because it's been Czechia all the time for the World Juniors recently. that kills Canada.
Yep.
And with some kind of like with some hindsight, I was talking to my wife yesterday.
My wife.
I was talking to my wife yesterday, and I told her, if there are two teams that routinely just give Canada trouble, like whatever the hockey stage is, it's Finland and Czechia.
Yeah.
No matter, I don't know what it is. They both seem to stifle Canada really well, and I got really worried for today's game. Just finishing up the game against Czechia, Suzuki tips it in from a Devon Taves point shot, ties it up going in overtime, and then Mitch Marner with a pretty decent solo effort in overtime.
Did that play look very familiar to you?
The Mitch Marner one?
Yeah. So Celebrini goes into the zone, drops it for Marner, and then goes back onside. In the Four Nations in the game against Sweden, Crosby did the same thing and then dropped it to Marner, who scored the overtime winner. And I just remember seeing, I'm like, feels like Celebrini and Crosby, every play Celebrini does, it's like a passing of the torch that Crosby did. And I think that's so cool.
I love that. And that's why I kind of think, like, on Sunday, I know, we're going to play on Sunday. I haven't said anything yet.
Still got to knock on wood, man.
Like, maybe it'll go to overtime. I kind of hope it does, because overtime's always super fun.
I hope it doesn't.
I don't.
I know we don't want it to, but it's more exciting if it does.
Would it be 5?
Nope, it'd be 3-on-3.
Yeah,
even in the gold medal match?
Yep. My heart can't stand it, and it'll also be 4-on-3.
I don't want
That's dumb. But, like,
that
if you look back at these golden goals that we've seen, we saw Crosby, we saw McDavid. No, it wasn't McDavid.
Well, in Four Nations it was.
Four Nations. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was. Because you said Marner, and that confused me. But I guess that was a different game.
Because 2014, they won 3-0. So technically, and there was like...
But we saw the 2010 goal with Crosby, the Four Nations goal with McDavid, and can you imagine if Celebrini gets one of those? Overtime winner, Celebrini? That would be the true passing of the torch, I think.
He was buzzing today.
As if the next Team Canada golden goal is scored by Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah.
I would love it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was scored by anyone on Team Canada.
Tom Wilson.
Imagine.
All the tweets.
Seth Jarvis.
All the tweets I saw was like, Tom Wilson, you can redeem yourself to Penguins fans if you go hurt Gudas.
I think it's hilarious that the guy that I think Tom Wilson lost that fight against the French dude. The French guy got booted from the games, and Tom Wilson's just fine because he turtled. That was.
I mean,
good. First guy in Olympic history to get a Gordie Howe hat trick because you're not allowed to do it.
I also feel like McDavid was throwing the body around early on in the tournament, and I'm just like, that's the Tom Wilson effect.
Yeah, you love to see it.
With the France fight, if it was an NHL game and Tom Wilson knew he was able to punch
it would have been over.
He would have reset his clock.
That French guy didn't care. No. Because they knew, we're playing Canada. Yeah. We're going to lose like 1,500-0.
Yeah.
They got banned from the Olympics. They only had one more game to play anyway.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
You're banned for the Olympics. So actually you're banned for probably one game.
That's so funny that we actually got a Gordie Howe hat trick in the Olympics. I want to bring it back just quick. We were talking about the refs, and maybe... because I haven't watched the game or the highlights from this morning yet, so I don't know. But I know there was the high sticking call
McKinnon
that
Canada scored on
Teemu Selanen's really pissed about, but whatever. Go sit in the sauna, you'll be fine.
I understand,
but we look at the reffing through this, and I think it was pretty bad on the women's side as well. Do you guys know where are these refs from? They're double IHF refs. They're not NHL refs.
Some
right?
are, some aren't.
Some are from the NHL, some are just IHF.
Why? Do you remember it was earlier in today's game, the really bad offside call on us on Canada? That wasn't offside at all.
That was some first year, wasn't
it? He's not an NHL ref.
Yeah.
So
but if NHL is sending all these players, they have so many employees represented at the games, like team staff, players, coaches, everybody, officials.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not also sending the top referees in the world, which are the guys who ref the NHL?
Because I know Wes McCauley, he's there.
He is.
But I also think you don't also want refs can get hurt too, obviously, right? You don't want to send every one of your NHL refs and be like, I have no more refs.
Find more.
It's to prevent bias.
Yeah.
But bias doesn't matter if they're terrible calls.
Sure, but most of the reffing games you'll see, it's you'll see a Canadian ref, an American ref, a Swedish ref, and a Finnish ref.
Yeah, or a Dane.
They will very rarely put an all Canadian referee,
which is fair, and that's how it should be. But it should still be the Olympics of refereeing.
Yeah,
you still got to be real good.
Oh, yeah.
You can't miss. huge too many men on the ice calls when you have like my favorite one that I saw was it was the portal moment in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
everyone coming in, and they were like, "This is actually what happened for the Czech goal against Canada."
The irony with
There's
that
like
is
7 million people on the ice.
because the line is it the line. The line's been called the too many men can't, right? They can call that. Can
Typically, it's the refs.
okay, but the both of the refs that could have called that, ironically, were both Canadian. That missed the which is like
So then the bias
kind
like,
of
that takes it out of the
yeah,
window,
exactly.
right? So I don't know. I feel like, especially at the Olympics, you have to have the best.
Getting into the too many men's, I feel like that's probably a decent segue into the Canada-Finland game from today.
Yeah, we got one early on.
Canada
I
goes on
laughed
the penalty kill early for a too many men call.
Oof.
They scored off that, didn't they?
Nope. They scored off of the following Sam Bennett goaltender interference.
No, that was dude. Sam Bennett just is like, I'm not slowing down.
Yeah.
So they just going. He has the puck, goes right up the middle. The puck gets slapped away, and he goes, I'm not stopping. And just boom.
First penalty gets killed. Second penalty, Sam Bennett takes a goaltender interference penalty. And then 3 seconds into the power play,
They score.
Sebastian Aho just cleans Horvat out of the faceoff. It's not even close. Wins it right back to Rantanen. Rantanen fires it on. It's 1-0 Finns.
I also think what was kind of funny, like with that penalty. I remember seeing a tweet. It was like, Sam Bennett rage baiting the other team when he's on my team is so much more enjoyable.
It's so much funnier.
Yeah, when I'm playing against him, I'm just like,
Yeah.
dude, this is like stop. And I'm like, do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
And then going to the second period, Finland takes a penalty. Sebastian Aho 2 minutes for interference. And then 20 seconds into that, Finland scores again. Eric Haula on a breakaway.
That's crazy.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
That one kind of sucked the air out of the room I was watching it in.
Because like on the ice, you have McKinnon, Makar, McDavid, Celebrini, Reinhardt.
You have a power play unit.
And then you just see fourth liner Eric Haula just go.
And this is what I was talking about with George Binnington. If it's rated from a 7 to 9 on the you gotta save this scale, he didn't save it.
It was a good. To be fair to Haula, it was a good move. Like
It was a good move. Binnington probably was a little bit too small for my liking there, but whatever.
But I think that going to like the Switzerland game when there was like that was where Canada had first had their like adversity that they didn't just steamroll.
Yeah.
I think that and then mixed with the Czechia game has like put like, hey, we're not guaranteed a cakewalk anymore.
I think they know that.
But I don't think they were tested on it, which I think like obviously going in you're going into a game against France. I think in the back it's kind of like okay, we're playing France. But then you go into like these games where like you lose your out. And then now you're putting like you're down in the game, or like Switzerland, for example, is putting a lot of pressure on you. Mm-hmm. I think it just shows like really good adversity from the Canadians, which is exactly what we need heading into the gold medal game.
Do you think you'd want so when you're talking about these games like with Switzerland, with France, and whatever, the basically meaningless games because we pumped them 11-0 or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there could be some restructuring to show that to give us a few more meaningful games? Like instead of having the group stage where the 3 top teams are in different groups so they don't actually see each other, what if you had not like a relegation stage, but like a group A, which is actually the top teams who are guaranteed to make the final, or not guaranteed to make the final, but guaranteed to make the knockout rounds, and then a group B where like the top 2 teams make the knockout rounds as well, and then a group C where one of those teams makes the knockout round.
I'm not sure
because then you get more meaningful games,
Mm-hmm.
and then the round robin games are actually like more fun to watch.
Yeah, but then you have a team like Sweden who you'd probably put in that group A, who just laid an egg this entire time, and then they just seem to get a bye.
Or you don't get like
they get a bye into the qualifying.
Or you don't get that like Slovakia just kind of upsetting all the teams they play.
You would still get that because Slovakia would be in that B group, and if they did well in that B group, they would still get into.
But I don't know how they
I-
make the groups. Do you?
I don't. I think there's something to what you're saying though about how to set up the groups because Canada had probably the easiest group.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
But then
so
like,
they weren't really tested, so they started being tested against Czechia and Finland.
Yeah.
So I think there was something to what you're saying about restructuring it somehow.
Yeah. And then you'll probably get higher viewership.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I wonder if they're gonna like kind of go off like the World Cup kind of thing. But I guess that's still like really random. It's like a draw when they do like the World Cup.
Yeah,
nations.
that's like
because there's like 12 different groups in that. So
They also have a lot more time to do the World Cup tournaments. They do it over like a
I was
month.
gonna say they've already like done they have like their own
Olympics do it in
segments
2
for their,
weeks.
Yeah.
Keeping going because we do have. I guess we can go long here, but should probably move the show along a bit more. Anton Lundell takes eye-checking penalty. The first one that Finland would take. Canada scores on that power play. Cale Makar floats it on from the point, and Reinhardt puts his stick in position to tip it, or Cale Makar shoots at his stick.
I think it's more Cale
I think
Makar,
it's the latter. I think Cale Makar shot at his stick, and Reinhardt tips it the other way.
No complaints here.
None.
But like I don't even think Reinhardt was looking.
No,
the
he
way
looked the other. He thought it was going to hit him, so he turned his head back. But Canada scores to make it 2-1 going into the third. Shea Theodore opens the third with a bomb on net. There was a slight question as to if it was clean because I think Holla
pushed Marchand
onto Saros, who quickly got up and moved out of the way. Gave Saros maybe a second and a half to set up. Shot goes in. Don't push a guy onto your own goalie.
But like that's I think that like people are gonna overlook Marchand getting up right away.
He moved quick.
Like that goal doesn't count if he stays there. 100%. I think there's more of it. I think they still could have counted, but I think Finland has much more of an argument over that call if Marchand stays on the leg,
or if Saros just stays down.
Yeah.
If Saros stays down, then you have a bit of an argument. But
obviously, but like as a goalie,
Marchand
are you gonna stay down, or you're gonna try to get up and get the puck, right?
I might stay down if I feel
Depends how tired you are.
If I feel that there's a dangerous scoring chance and I get hit, I might just stay down for a quick second. But
like people,
Holla pushed Marchand onto his own goaltender. Maybe don't do that. 2-2.
But I saw like Joel Armia was like
don't do
complaining
that.
about that
It's
call, and it's like, okay, you can complain about it. You didn't challenge it. You like, if you genuinely thought it was a no goal, challenge it. Like, what's good? Again, goalie interference is up in the. Nobody knows what it is anymore.
We'll see why maybe you don't challenge stuff like that. And I'm not sure. Like I can only imagine what the environment was like in the arena, but going from 2-0 to 2-2, now there's a pulse.
Yeah,
when you're down 2-0, I'm not sure there's a pulse.
And if you
tie the game halfway into the third, there's a pulse.
But then after that halfway, I think I saw Finland in Canada's zone maybe for 30, like a good shift for 30 seconds.
Yeah. In the third period, Finland had 6 shots. In the second period, Finland had 3. After the first period, Canada really woke up. They didn't wake up for the start of the game, but they really turned it on.
The gold medal game, you can't do that.
The gold medal game they need.
Start when the puck drops.
They know that.
Yeah, but this just goes to show that you do not have any inch to give because they will run you over. Continuing that game as well, Nico Mikkola, this is the game. This is the call that Timo Solani got really rattled over. He high sticks Nathan MacKinnon.
And also,
you cannot if you bring your stick to the mouth of a player that's high sticking, that's a penalty every time.
I saw
that. Did MacKinnon sell it? Maybe a little. It looked a little bit like he didn't like fully two-hand him in the face, but like
it was enough.
I mean, if you look at the picture, like he
gets him.
That's a penalty every day.
But also, it's not like I hooked him and that kind of thing. Because like in those dying minutes, as a ref, you basically are like, I don't call anything unless it is the most blatant thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and obviously, that was pretty blatant. And even like if you look at some of like the Finland players' reactions that were kind of like outside of that corner, they were kind of just like, ooh, that. Yeah. But the fact that you're complaining about that, like, it just a lot of the people, like, the impression was that, like, it seems like you're upset that someone broke your record at the Olympics. That someone being on Team Canada.
Yeah. And then as the penalty clock would tick away with 1 second remaining on the power play, Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon, off the foot of
Celebrini
UC Saros.
to McDavid.
Yeah.
What a box score.
Mac to Mac, off the foot of Saros and in. If he shoots at a quarter of a second later, that's a save.
Yeah. I also like he tried that shot 2 times before and it sailed over the net both times. So when I saw him wind up, I was like,
don't do it again,
I was
please.
Like, just get contact.
And then something I didn't notice. I did notice that, stupid. They challenged it for offside.
Which, like, in that scenario, I think it's, like, But I mean, like you're what do you have to lose? You either
You are millimeters away from that goal coming back.
a little Mark Kennedy
Was it
finger.
that close?
It was.
It was like the edge of Macklin Celebrini's blade. I'll
It,
I'll
it
find
made
that
me
photo.
sweat a little bit.
I know. I was like, oh, they don't have nothing. Then I saw in the replay, I'm like, oh, they might have something. Here.
The challenge doesn't go Finland's way. They end the game on the penalty kill. Canada moves on to the gold medal game on Sunday against the States now.
Confirmed.
So I know
confirmed
that I know
3-2.
there's that meme, but like that the tip of his blade is touching
Oh,
the blue
that
line.
is crazy.
Yeah.
So like, I'll show the camera because like it is the meme photo, but that where Mark Kennedy's finger is exactly where like it meets, and it was a lot when I didn't think I was like, okay, they're doing this just to try to give themselves something to like some hope, but then when I saw, I'm like, oh, that is so much
That
closer
is
than I
very,
thought,
very close.
because that delays the goal, and then you're headed into overtime, and obviously Finland is not a slacker when it comes to overtime either.
No. That gold medal match, I will make sure to be awake for.
Yeah, I have a table reserved at the Okotoks Brew House,
Yeah, I'm going
so
to.
I'll be going down there.
6 a.m.
Yeah, I'll be up with my dad and a bunch of his buddies at the
I will
bar as
probably still be in bed, but I'll watch it.
I'll watch
well.
it.
That game is going to be electric.
It's gonna
Uh,
be sick. It's
final-
gonna, I just remember the Four Nations, like that final. I remember I played a show that night with my band, and we were at the show, and luckily I was pretty good buddies with the guy that organizes the show. So he had in the back room, he had a TV, and it was an invite only kind of situation. And so he was just feeding me beers before the show, and we're sitting there watching the game. And when it goes to overtime, like it went to overtime, like I think I had like 7 minutes before I had to be on stage, and it goes to overtime, and I'm like, we're delaying this. Like
Yeah.
I'm watching this, and that was pretty crazy.
Can confirm final score on the States and Slovakia 6-2 for the USA.
Oh, that's
they-
good. Slovakia got 2.
They scored their first one. It was 5-1.
Hey, Hellebuck is you can put goals on him. That's all. That's the only thing Canada needs.
Yeah. So now
If anyone can do it, it's Canada.
Now we know exactly where this is going. It is Canada and U.S. on Sunday. Puck drop is 6 a.m. Mountain.
I also think I think Team Canada is gonna see a lot of guys that not necessarily have been playing bad, but like I'm thinking like Hagel and Reinhardt and even I think Bo Horvat. I think those 3 guys are going to be standouts in that game that aren't like the McDavids, McKinnons.
Yeah.
What about Seth Jarvis?
I think he's going to do great too.
Yeah.
He had a good game today.
Yeah.
He did.
He did a good game. But I think
Because he's inspired by
We just-
Canada's sweetheart.
we just got to hope that the original Captain Canada can come back.
I'm equal parts excited and not excited for this.
Yep. Did you see what McDavid said about the C? After
He's
the
keeping
game?
it warm for Crosby.
Yeah, he's like, I'm keeping it warm. I'm like, and also, I also thought it was really cool. You pan to the press box, you see like Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky, all the like personnel like Dubas, Armstrong, all of them. Then you go to like where the players are, and you see Morrissey, and you see Kemper. It's like, where the heck is Crosby? Crosby's in the room.
Yeah.
Like both. So he gets hurt in the Czechia game, stays in the room, gives in the second intermission, gives a
addresses
talk,
the players.
and then he gives and stays and watches it in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not want him to be anything else but your captain?
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Anything else we want to touch on the men's tournament before we jump over to the women's?
Please,
No,
Canada. Please, Canada.
I'm
Please,
stoked.
please, please, please,
Let's,
please.
let's do it.
I'm jacked for showing up to Brewhouse at 6 a.m. That'll be so fun.
I will be setting my alarm for 5:59. That's like when I've been going to bed the past week.
I remember when in 2014 I went to a bar with my dad and my brother for the Sochi Olympics.
Yeah.
And I remember how electric that atmosphere was. I imagine on Sunday it'll be the exact same thing.
Oh,
I hope it
I
is.
think it's gonna be better because it's a rematch of the Four Nations.
Yeah.
The only thing that does scare me is that in the Four Nations, the USA didn't have their best defenseman. Quid Hughes is playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
And we could be short
Crosby.
So
Oh boy.
we'll
but again,
find out how that goes.
what I also find interesting is Finland played a very it was hard for Canada to break into the neutral zone. I don't think the States play like that.
So thank you for reminding me of what I wanted to mention during the Finland recap. Finland, to me, is ironically very much like the Florida Panthers in the NHL. Because I was looking at the shots, and like Canada had 36-16, Finland won't get many chances,
But when they do,
they're gonna
it's
make
like
you
the
pay.
it's like the USSR way back. Is they don't shoot. They'll have maybe 15 shots a game, but 4 or
5 of them are gonna go in.
Yeah.
And then Canada, I liken to like a battleship with like 20 cannons on one side. They're gonna blast a hole through you.
I think it'll be really good, and I think even if you have Crosby, you don't have Crosby, like I still think it's going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah. So when I said off the top of the show that we're going to talk about hockey for half an hour, I lied as we're 48 minutes deep into the show.
Holy. Time flies.
Women's hockey, real quick. So I said after the Swiss game, I don't like their chances because you only scored twice against Switzerland and you outshot them 46 to 8 or something.
That Swiss goalie stood on her head, though.
But
she was incredible.
Dude, I almost had the biggest "I told you so" moment with Canada. I was just like, I'm gonna tell Alex. I'm so excited.
Yep.
Because when he said he wasn't ready, I sent a GIF of Ted Lasso pointing to the sign that just says "Believe,"
Yep.
and I was like, I gotta tell Alex, and then Hillary Knight tips it, and I go,
Yeah, Hillary Knight tips it in, and then we go to overtime, and oh man,
what a goal, by the way. Like, unfortunately,
goal.
I don't know who the American defenseman was. That was a defenseman, by the way, who just cuts in, breaks the ankles of the Canadian defender, and then just tucks it in.
I sent a text to the Coast chat on Monday. Half of me, women play the States for gold. The other half, congrats to the Canadians on silver.
Yeah. And, I mean,
out shooting Switzerland 48-8 to only win 2-1.
yeah. I didn't watch the whole game. I watched overtime because I woke up late because I was staying up to watch other stuff. And it was my mom that texted me. She was like, "Are you watching the hockey?" And I'm like, "No, I did. Is that still going?" She's like, "About to go to overtime." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
That's huge. That's a win. That's a win for the Canadians, considering how much we got smoked at the rivalry series in the lead up. I was surprised we even went to overtime. I thought we were going to get killed.
I just want to make one comparison. Do the Czechs just not like our captains? They injure Marie-Philippe Poulin, and then the male Czech team injures Crosby.
Yeah, I think it's
So, like,
did we do something? Did
we recently just do something to Czechia? Like,
I think it's just luck of the draw.
well, I wasn't happy about it.
In the women's game, Kristen O'Neill puts the Canadians up 1-0.
On a
in the
shorthanded
second
goal, too.
period. Yep, shorthanded.
But like the way I would describe that game is
Less than a minute into the second.
Canada. Like it wasn't like they were outplaying. They were playing for like they got the goal and it was then like survive. We need to survive.
Yep. And then Britta Curl-Salemi with a 2-minute boarding call on Erin Ambrose, which was reviewed. It was originally a major so that they could review it. And then it ended up being downgraded to a minor. The States pull Frankel to get the extra attacker out. Layla Edwards puts a shot on, tipped in by Knight with just over 2 minutes remaining in the game. We go to overtime, and Megan Keller makes sure the States go home with the gold. And my issue with this whole thing, did you see the average age for the States versus Canada?
I did not.
It was 29 to 25.
Yeah.
That is an old team.
It's an old team, Canada.
There's got to be a changing of the guard. We talked
they
months
did-
ago about Chloe.
That was the
Yeah,
biggest
that was what I was
criticism on Team Canada coming into these games for the women's side was
Age.
you can't just keep running the same
No,
horse.
you got to bring your. We brought up on the show before your Chloe Primeranos.
Yeah,
You
when,
got to start bringing them
after
over.
Canada lost, I saw that Phil Kessel tweet when the States got eliminated that one year. He's like, I feel like I should be doing something important right now. Yeah. Someone quote tweeted and just went Chloe Primerano.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then, of course, because the TikTok algorithm works like that, I just started getting a bunch of her stuff, and I was like, really?
Yeah,
But
but I mean, she'll be there in 2030
yeah.
In France.
in France,
Same with the PWHL's #1 draft pick,
unless something that
Sarah Fillier.
like she's got to be there. If she's not there, then I don't know what we're doing.
If
here.
if you would make that comparison to the men's team, that's like saying Bedard is going to be on the 2030 team.
He's
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah,
Yeah. Again, if he's not
Well,
there,
'cause-
I don't know what we're doing here.
But it's the same kind of shift, right? It's the changing of the guard, like we said. 2030, what are the chances Crosby's on that team? Realistically.
I almost didn't hear the F in shift.
No.
I was about to strike.
About to
yeah.
give you a strike.
But-
No, I said shift.
I know you said shift.
But
I think
realistically, what are the chances Crosby's on that
If
2030
he's still
team?
playing, then yes.
Well, yeah, if he's still playing.
But look at the role he's playing now.
100%.
He's bottom six,
But
right?
it's the same kind of thing with you can make the
Arguably, it depends how his knee turns out.
It's so.
It's gonna turn out
Yeah,
great,
actually,
Alex.
yeah.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
It's so
Thank you.
equitable. That's not the word I'm looking for, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like the comparison between Marie-Philippe Poulin and Sidney Crosby, it's the same, right? You have an older athlete now who's been Canada's best captain in the history of hockey at the Olympic Games and at World Championships.
Yep.
But then you also have the guard that surrounds them, which are also aging players.
I just think,
Especially in the
yeah.
women's game where
Yeah.
speed and whoever is the fastest is going to be the team. You need to start shifting
I think
that
it's
guard. And we're
yeah.
going to see it in both sides.
But I think like the men have like bringing Celebrini
Yes.
like that like.
The men's side have already done it. Yeah.
But I think with the older guys like Crosby especially, it's like yes, does he play like when he plays on Pittsburgh? Does he play the third line? No. He plays top line obviously.
Yep.
But that's why I think like people like Poulin and Crosby are incredible is because it's like, okay, I'm not playing number one, but I'm playing the role that I was given and I'm going to excel at this role.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Like then Crosby goes on the power play. He doesn't play that role when he's in Pittsburgh, but that's what I think makes them so great is that yes, they are generational hockey players.
Yeah.
But they know what role to play in each different situation.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, if Crosby is playing, and like, yes, he could go to the 2030 Olympics, whatever. Again, he'd be a third to fourth line guy.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna bat an eye that because it's like, yes, because Crosby is still
Captain Crosby.
exactly.
He'd be there for the work ethic.
Yeah. And the
Like
leadership.
there is no better captain in sports, in my opinion, than Sidney Crosby, and I don't think there will be for a very long time, except maybe like Messier.
Moving off of hockey, what Olympic storylines do we want to touch on?
Canada sweetheart.
Canada's sweetheart. I mean, yeah, it's still related to hockey.
You gotta focus on the other side.
Yeah, Cassidy Gray. I've talked a bit about it in the group chat. I don't know if, Alex, you're fully caught up on the story, but basically at the beginning of the Olympics, because she's in the Cortina village, because she's an alpine skier for Canada, and hockey's in the Milano village, right? So they're separated. And so she makes a TikTok as soon as Seth Jarvis gets called up to be on Team
So it was like
Canada.
2 days. It was like 2 to 3 days before the Olympics started.
Well, it was like after the opening. It was the day of the opening ceremony, whatever. She's makes it apparent that she has a bit of a crush on Seth Jarvis because she's like, oh, they get like the chocolate lava cakes and now they get Seth Jarvis too. It's not fair. So now it's blown up in the States. It's blown up here in Canada. That
And then
all of Seth Jarvis's friends
Air Canada
who made their
flew them out for free.
Flew them out for free. They brought her a Seth Jarvis jersey. They've been partying for like the last few days. Now she's got to go back and focus on being an athlete again. She's not in the village anymore. But she did get to meet Seth Jarvis. She got to hang out with Seth Jarvis a little bit.
She made the joke. She's like, I'm not unlucky after the game.
Yeah.
But I love this for Cass. I skied a lot with Cass back when I was ski racing.
Even
she's the nicest
Jarvis's
human being
six
ever.
friends it's just kind of cool to see like all of them kind of just get close and just honestly just enjoy themselves.
Yeah, and if anyone, her TikTok content, the stuff that she's been making while at the games is hilarious.
It's generally like
it's real.
it's
right?
it's basically like a vlog of her life. It's like a diary.
Oh, cool.
She'll literally just pull it up and be like, guys, I was like,
it's really
I
entertaining.
watched one. I was like, I was so ugly in high school. Like none of you, like no one here would have been friends with me.
Yeah.
I was friends with Cass in high
But
school.
like even like it's like when everyone saw her with Jarvis, it was like, yeah, like
Yeah.
woo.
They brought her a jersey, and then like she's getting like the Carolina Hurricanes, the NHL, to comment on her TikToks and stuff. But like apart from the Seth Jarvis thing, like I think Cass is doing such a great job of presenting the human side of being an athlete at the Olympic Winter Games because her, and I know she probably won't mind me saying this, she said it on her TikToks, her Olympic Games did not go well. She did not ski very well.
Sometimes at the bottom of TikToks, you know how like you have a video, it'll like the kind of related to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It literally says her name and the disqualification.
She didn't get disqualified, but she was okay in the downhill. She crashed in the Super G and she crashed in the GS, which are the 3 events that she did. But then she's very real about it on Instagram, saying like, "Oh yeah, I skied like crap today," and like basically going through her daily like mental breakdowns for the public on social media. And now they're going viral. And if anyone deserves a bit more attention, it's Cassidy Gray. She's amazing from Invermere, great family.
I can't
we
imagine.
do a lot for ski racing.
I just
in
already
Canada.
know the 2030 Olympics is just going to be full of all those TikToks and stuff because of like now it's all, like my obviously because you guys are old, But like it's my generation kind of like coming into the Olympics a bit more now. Now
Well,
they're-
Cass is my age.
Oh, true. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there's more. You never saw like this stuff in like 2014 or even
No.
2018 that much either.
No, you saw it in Beijing quite
Yeah.
a bit. But that's what the athletes have to do, right? Because they want to build. I mean, you don't make much money being an Olympian.
Unless you win. Well, sometimes like I saw like I always see this every time the Olympics come out. If you win like a gold, depends on the country, you do
Depends
get
on the
paid.
country.
I think for Canada,
not that much.
Yeah, but you also pay to go.
true. But like I remember like Canada, I think pays near like 18 grand or something from what I saw on that Instagram
Depends
post.
on the
Which realistically is not a lot of
No,
money.
well like USA pays 0. You win gold, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but USA is more private funders, right? But so that's the one storyline: Canada's sweetheart Cassidy Gray meeting Seth Jarvis and that whole story. I love it. I've been watching so much Olympics; it's been insane. Another fun one: the dog.
Naz Gold.
Naz Gold.
I just pulled up Naz Gold. The Czechoslovakian
So
wolf
funny.
dog.
Who like
I thought it was
so
a genuine
was-
wolf at one point. I was like,
It does
at
have the
first
build
it-
of one.
At first, it looks like it, but then you see it's got a collar and.
and he's-
But like,
he
so
doesn't look
his
vicious, looks happy.
his family was out, like left him in his like doghouse to go and watch another event, not the ski event, or else they would have been like, "How the hell did you get
What the
there?"
hell?
but he manages to get out of the doghouse to go and hang out and jumps onto the cross country ski course and runs across the finish line. Qualifies 22nd. Also, great job.
To me, that's the picture. Is his photo finish?
I saw that the photo finish camera caught him, and I was like, "This is amazing." And
There
then
was, right
that to
after
me is
the,
a
there was like
picture
a
of the
group of
Olympics.
like 4 like cross country skiers that just finished the race too.
Yeah.
So then he was like hanging around the finish corral getting pats and just looking like
that
a
to
really
me is the
happy
picture of the
dog.
Olympics. Is that photo finish?
That photo
That's
finish is
so
incredible.
funny.
It's like,
I love
could
that.
you imagine? It's like a TV show. He just ends up back in the house. It's almost like a Perry the Platypus thing. It's like, what'd you do today, Perry? Where's Perry? It's just Perry. No, Perry's just chilling at the Olympics.
Perry went to the
He's
Olympics.
a Czechoslovakian wolf dog. He doesn't do much.
Like the Olympics have got to get him like
He hasn't left the house. He just stayed in the doghouse all day.
for him that dog they got to get him like because the Olympic medals are obviously circular and they have the design of the Olympic. They should get him like a dog tag,
Yeah.
like a dog collar that's shaped like an
Oh,
Olympic
oh,
medal and
yeah,
has
yeah,
the
yeah.
decals
That'd
on
be
it.
so
I
sweet.
think that'd be so cute.
Just real quick, I'm going to show on my camera the photo finish.
It's so
Picture
good.
is so-
Can you show? I don't think I've seen the photo finish.
It's so funny.
I'll see if I can pull it up.
Just punch the table.
So-
I know my buddy Ben posted about it.
Ben
Not
Kendall?
Kindle,
Oh.
different Ben.
That is so funny.
I gotta see the photo finish.
Do you want to?
I'll pull it up for him.
Aw.
Do you have another storyline for us in our last?
That was
few
the one
minutes?
I wanted to mention. Oh, also, I can hear Casey Freeman shouting from BC that we should probably talk about curling for a quick second.
That has also been a fantastic storyline.
Yeah. So there's
I-
obviously the double
yeah.
touch scandal.
It's also kind of funny, just like with my family kind of being close to curling. My dad is used to be super super close to Hebert and Mark Kennedy because
Yeah.
they used to curl with our family friend Kevin Cooey. I've never seen them get that mad, but wow, Mark Kennedy was fired
He was
up.
fired up.
We should have had her call in.
That would have
That would
been
have
fun.
been fun.
I think she-
Curling fight. We need to allow fights in curling. Drop the gloves.
But apparently, it
Drop
just
the
kept getting
brooms.
bigger and bigger. Was the fact that so Sweden calls out the men's team first, and then Switzerland calls out the women's team, and then I think
And then-
Switzerland also calls out Switzerland's men's team also calls them out, and then it's later discovered Sweden has a camera specifically designed
To catch that.
watch that angle, even though there was no rule that was broken.
Yeah.
Aw, you're a good puppy.
So good.
But I get people are like, oh, you cheating. They didn't cheat. The rule is you're not allowed to touch the rock when it passes. It's the hog line, which is that line that the curlers have to let the rock go before. So there's 2 hog lines. If it so the one where the curlers have to let it go before, and then if it doesn't reach the other hog line, it's immediately out of play. It doesn't count.
Right.
So they were like, oh, he touched it after the hog line, and the replay shows the rock is very very close to the hog line, and Kennedy's finger's still on it, and then just let go, and then it passes. It was confirmed because the Olympics couldn't use that camera because it's obviously biased towards Sweden.
Did they also get wasn't that the camera that Sweden brought?
Yeah.
And they got dinged for that because you can't bring a camera. You morons.
Well, also Sweden was also 0-3 at the time.
Yeah.
Which obviously doesn't really help, but there was no actual rule being broken.
No.
And now the women's team is competing for bronze because they lost today in the semis.
Yeah, they
and
lost.
the men's team is in gold.
In gold,
The
Who are they
Canadian.
playing for the gold?
I have that information right in front of me. They're playing Great Britain for the gold. Switzerland won the bronze earlier today. The men are playing for gold against Great Britain tomorrow. The women lost to Sweden today. They'll face the States for bronze tomorrow. Ooh. And for mixed doubles, Sweden takes home the gold. The States takes home the bronze. Oh. Italy takes home. Sweden takes home the gold. The States takes home the silver. Italy takes home the bronze, and Canada finishes in 5th.
Oh. What's kind of cool about Canada, though, is that because mixed doubles is only 2 curlers.
They're married, aren't they?
They're married, and they brought their 2 kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they, at the end of one of the days of curling, they were the last game, and the Olympians were like, we don't really have anything to kind of pan to. So it's just a 6-minute kind of montage thing of just the 2 parents kind of just hanging about with their kids.
On the parent storyline, I want to take it to the States real quick. American bobsledder, she's got, I don't remember her name for the life of me, but she won gold in the women's monobob the other day.
Monobob.
And she's got 2 kids. They're both deaf, and one of them has Down syndrome, I believe. Both of them might have Down syndrome. So she comes across the line. She was in second before the first run. She comes across the line, or second before the last run. She comes across the line and wins gold.
Yep.
Obviously celebrating, and the kids, because they're deaf, they don't know what's going on. So in the midst of all the crazy celebration with her coach and her husband, she goes and she signs. Mommy won, and then the kids start losing it.
That's cool.
It's an amazing moment, and actually shout out to my girlfriend McKenna who showed me this moment. And apparently, so the stats in the States, only 20, I think she said 20 to 30% of parents who have deaf children actually learn to sign for their kids.
Holy.
So not only is this, I know, right? That's crazy.
I also
You'd think that'd be the first thing you do.
You know how MRU teaches some languages here?
Yeah.
Well, I was looking for that the past 3 years, and I couldn't find it.
I think we do.
No, I don't think they do.
Not?
I've never seen that.
I've seen French, Spanish, and a couple
Japanese.
Yeah. Because one of my favorite TV shows growing up was a TV show. It's called Switched at Birth. It's a drama, but it's a deaf show. It's for it has deaf people in it, and there's literally a whole episode that I think is the coolest thing ever. It's no audio. It's filmed in the perspective of someone that cannot hear.
Okay.
And then when the episode ends, the audio comes back, and it's the most surreal experience.
Interesting.
Because
I might be wrong, but I thought I've seen that we have an ASL course.
I don't know. I want to learn ASL. I think that'd be really cool.
It is really cool.
I'm also kind of interested to learn that as well.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's another cool moment. I could talk about cool moments for hours.
We do have to wrap up pretty quick here, but I do want to ask you, do you want to talk about Lindsey Vonn or no?
I don't want to talk about Lindsey Vonn, but I want to talk about another ski racer who had a crazy storyline.
No worries. I was giving you one more story. I was pretty much give you one more story
because I can do this for hours.
I know you can.
We can do this for hours. First off, what a games Italy is having. I think they're second in the medal tables right now.
Yeah,
I think
Norway's first.
Norway's always first.
The States are second.
I thought it was
States second now.
I always thought it was China and USA that were always first. Or is that
no? That's summer.
Norway's
always first because they win all of the cross country ski events.
Because they live in
and they sweep all of the cross country ski events because that's all they do.
They also wear fun pants for curling.
They do. Yeah. I saw that.
I like their fun pants.
Frederica Brignone from Italy, in last March, maybe a little later,
so
end of last winter.
Okay.
At the Italian National Championships on the same hill in Cortina d'Ampezzo, crashes, wrecks her legs, both of them broken, destroyed. Comes back about 3 weeks, races her first World Cup since the injury, 2 or 3 weeks before the Olympics. Wins the Super G in the Olympics. And then 2 days later, wins the giant slalom. Frederica Brignone, the biggest comeback in skiing that we've ever seen. That is props to Frederica. You could see the emotions for her in the finish line because the video of the crash from Italian Nationals is brutal.
Yeah.
And then to go on this literally the exact same run that she had that crash less than 12 months ago, come back and take 2 Olympic golds.
I have two really quick ones if you don't mind.
Go ahead for it.
One, her last name's Kim. She's dating Miles Garrett. She's a snowboarder. Chloe Kim, thank you. She won silver and was hurt the entire time. Like something was wrong with her leg, and she was doing like insane stuff. So like props to her.
Is this half pipe?
Yeah, and obviously her boyfriend kind of won Defensive Player of the Year and is a monster. And also, ski jump gave us kind of the funniest headline I think I'm ever going to see.
Ah, yes.
I believe it has been dubbed Penis Gate.
The Penis Gate, yes.
It's
I didn't hear about this.
So
I got it. So because you have to wear the skin tight suits, you have to do like a body measurement.
Suits are actually very different in ski jumping. So in ski
the
jumping,
hyaluronic acid thing.
Yeah.
Ski jumping, there's actually very strict regulations on how loose your suit is allowed to be. Because having a looser suit is actually an advantage for
you
ski
can fly
jumping.
long.
Because it catches more air.
So what they would do is they would take a needle, put
hyaluronic acid.
Yeah, which would make their penis bigger.
Yeah.
Therefore, their suit would be bigger.
Yeah.
So they could fly further.
So yeah, and because they do 3D biometric scans whenever they get a new suit, because the rules are so specific, and for some reason, ski jumping has so many die-hard countries. Like it's actually crazy, and I wish Canada was. We're getting there, but so yeah, so they would increase their penis size so that little crotch area could get just a little bit more fabric,
and it would go away in like 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
like
they would just do it for the biometric scans. On the ski jumping note, sorry, Alex, Mackenzie Boyd-Close, who is our Canadian male ski jumper, he announced he was retiring after these games. He has been to, I think this was his 5th Olympic Games representing Canada in ski jumping. Was a part of that team that got the bronze medal in the team event in Beijing. Announces
20 years worth of Olympics.
Yeah, he went to Beijing. I believe. I might be wrong on that. It might be 4. It's either 4 or 5.
16 or 20 years. That's still incredible.
Incredible. He announced his retirement. He's done a lot for this for ski jumping in Canada. I know my little brother looked up to him quite a bit when my little brother was still ski jumping. Our Canadians that were in the ski jumping, not the performance they were quite looking for. Obviously, we're missing our reigning world champion Ali Lutit, who was injured earlier in the season. So that was a heartbreaker. She was a big medal favorite. Calgarian Abigail Straight was also kind of a medal favorite. She was looking for a medal there.
And it is very familiar for some reason.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why.
She's dope. I really like Abby. I've been friends with her for a while. She still had a pretty solid performance. Just not. She was looking for a medal, and I think a lot of people were hoping she could get a medal too. The Olympics, though, for ski jumping are just such a different beast. Norway, Slovenia, those teams are so crazy. Natalie Eilers, another Calgarian, came back from injury to come and managed to qualify back for the Olympics.
This wasn't
for
very
ski
quick.
jumping. Sorry, I love this.
I understand you do.
I love it. Unfortunately, she was injured in the gym in a training accident, so wasn't able to do large hill. She did the normal hill. Ski jumping is such an incredible story in Canada, and it's so worth to look into and support those girls because at 16, 17 years old, they packed up their entire lives and moved to Slovenia. So because Canada shut down all that.
And Jamaica has a bobsleigh team.
And Jamaica's bobsled team beat our Canadian bobsled team because our Canadian bobsled team are young and not that good.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Hey,
Get on up. It's time to get out of the Coast to Coast studio. Sorry, Alex. I could do this all day.
We can go long. Like no one's here. I just want to hit a couple other things before we actually sign off because we are sitting at about an hour and 5.
I'm gonna clip this whole segment and send it to CBC and maybe they'll hire me.
So
for France, for France 2030.
First, we didn't talk about we never had a chance to talk about Artemi Panarin being traded to the Kings.
There's NHL stuff.
Yeah, there's NHL stuff we got to get to.
He got traded.
Yeah, he got traded to the Kings, signed a 2-year deal for 11 mil average over those 2 years. So it's 2 years and $22 million total.
I really don't think they could have. I feel like they could have gotten more.
He rejected a big deal. Also.
Someone had
the trades for like Liam Greentree and a pick,
which
or
is
something,
who was the Kings' best prospect,
which you didn't know he was going to resign up until after. So then he signed, said that trade looks a lot worse now. Apparently he rejected like a $45 million deal with the Kraken. So apparently he would rather be in LA. And then
the city, but the teams are basically the same.
Yeah, and then quickly bouncing back to the Olympics, Kevin Fiala undergoes season-ending surgery after a leg injury. Go ahead.
If the King, again, with having my Kings knowledge, if they can get decently far in the playoffs, it's similar to the Barkov situation. There's a chance.
Yeah.
But again, the Kings would have to get far, and they're probably going to play Edmonton, and we all know how that goes.
And then
For
Brandon
like the 30th
Bussey.
time in a row.
And then
The
Brandon
sixth, I
Bussey
think,
signs a 3-year extension with the Hurricanes at $1.9 million per season. That is, considering his value currently, that's stupid low. But you never want to put too many eggs in the basket of your goaltenders because we all know how that works out. Rick DiPietro.
The comparison that a lot of people made was Carter Hutton, I believe was his name, or Ben Hutton.
Carter
Hutton. He had a really good season, and then he signed elsewhere, and then wasn't that very good.
Yeah.
So I think this is a really good move for both teams. You get to keep the young goaltender who's been playing out of his mind. And if he kind of stays around, that you sign him again long term, but he stays in the system that helped make him good.
Phil Tremblay.
Hello.
Do you want to do a bit of a kind of breakdown for your volleyball team?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do one for hockey and then we'll bounce.
Yeah, I'm super down for that. Yesterday, the postseason has arrived. Unfortunately, the women's Cougars volleyball team didn't make playoffs. They're kind of a bit of a rebuilding team currently. But the men's team managed to get into a play-in situation, which is going down this weekend here at MRU on Kenyon Court against the UFC Dinos. So I'm really hoping that there's going to be a great turnout tonight. Obviously, it's a Crow-Child Classic matchup in a playoff situation. The Dinos are a solid team.
It's basically Edmonton versus Calgary in
hockey
terms.
Like this is the MRU versus Calgary is the biggest rivalry in Canada West U Sports.
Yeah.
So it might be the biggest in U Sports in general, especially after like all the stuff we get from the Crow-Child Classic from the hockey perspective. So we had a great game yesterday. We won 3-1. First year Cale Orr, incredible. I think he had like over 20 kills. Which was incredible. Everyone played really, really well. Always fun. Hopefully we can, for some reason, these games, these play-in series, every other game in the Canada West playoffs are one-game series. It's like win and you're in.
Yeah.
For some reason, the play-in is 3 games. So we won last night. Hopefully we can win again tonight, and then we don't have to play tomorrow because I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow anyway. So
And Coast to Coast members, Alex and Marek, will be there.
yeah, you guys are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. You get to see me PA in action.
I might not be there.
Nope, you're going.
I might not be there.
You're going.
I might have to go home after this.
But
Anything else you want to mention?
You're going.
I'm excited for tonight. I think it's going to be a fun game. I really hope we can do it. MRU has the great honor of hosting U Sports full nationals next year for the men, the year after for the women. And this team is looking good. This team is building towards being a team that can not only compete but do very, very well at those nationals. Obviously, as a host, we get a spot in there. The men's team are building. They're a young team. They've got a lot of skill, so it's exciting.
Jumping over to the Cougars hockey.
Also an exciting situation.
Also an exciting situation. Both men's and women's teams finished first in their division, so they have a bye this weekend. For the men's side, it is U of A against U of S, and then it's Calgary against McEwen, both of them in a 3-game series to see who moves on there, while Cougars just kind of sit and wait and heal up. And then for the women, it's Trinity Western against U of A, and then it's Manitoba against it's Trinity Western against U of C and Manitoba against U of A. And then again, same story. The women are just kind of waiting. Those playoff series will start next weekend. The women have the early game all weekend, and the men have the evening game.
And
it's fun stuff.
I want to come PA for it, but I'm not allowed to.
I believe my PA will be there for all games. You can come watch though.
And your producer will
probably- I
too.
might.
Yeah. Also, the supervisor will be there for all of them as well. But yeah, that is it.
That's news to me.
that is it for this week. We'll see you guys in like 4 days.
Yeah.
But enjoy the rest of the Olympics. I will.
Also, that show in 4 days could be the
could be
happiest
really
we've
sad.
ever
It could
be
been,
the happiest or
or
the
we are going
saddest
to
we've
be
ever
the
been.
most sad group of people.
To find out the answer to that one, make sure you check out the Canada and States gold medal hockey game.
Also watch
Sunday.
the ski cross tomorrow morning.
Also watch ski cross. The hockey game at 6 a.m. on Sunday Mountain Time. I'll be at the Canadian Brew House in Oaks watching it.
I'll be in bed.
Yeah.
Watching it, but I'll be in bed.
We will see you guys on Monday. Alex Furco, Marek Robinson,
Go Canada.
Phil Tremblay.
Go Canada.
Whatever sport you watch, as always, enjoy the hockey and the rest of the sports.
Da, 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 da.
I'll break away.